Hey, what's up? Welcome to DGen Ed. That's degenerative education, meaning none of this is financial advice. Just me having fun looking at charts, like the chart behind me, which is of NIO Automotive, ticker symbol NIO. And so here I am recording this on Thursday, October 24th, after the market has opened. And NIO is currently trading right around $5.10, being down about 2% so far on the day. It might continue going lower, but I do think it's possible we might be seeing a bottom here. And so I'm recording this about a half an hour after the market has opened. And yeah, I just wanted to go over some of these levels. Last week, I did talk about NIO potentially holding support here right around $5.60, as that was the 50% retracement from this Fibonacci here, and then from this one over here. That does look like it was right around the 786. But since we have broken below that level, I'm just going to remove this Fibonacci because it does look like we've already done a full retracement there. And I'm also going to adjust this Fibonacci to remove the 50% retracement just so the chart is a little less cluttered. And we can also see another reason why I thought price might be holding right around 560 is because of this purple trend line, which I will take a step back and go over in just a minute. But I did want to talk about these levels that we're currently trading at and potentially may dip down to. And so, as you can see from this Fibonacci retracement, we do have the golden pocket here ranging from the 61% level down to the 65% level. And so that is a range from about $5.20 down to about $5.05. And so that could very well be serving as a lot of support as we are consolidating there now. We also did have a lot of consolidation here just above that level. So, it would be great for us to be holding this. And if we do zoom in on the chart, we can see that the low from this drawdown was hit on the 17th. So that was last Thursday. We hit a low of $5.05. So testing the 65% retracement level before bouncing a little bit and consolidating. And I do think this does look like it could be forming a bottom here and bouncing. Or, not necessarily just bouncing, but rallying like it did before. The stimulus that is going on in China, it happened before. I think it may be happening again, as I do think that those things are likely to repeat. And so I don't think that this rally that we've seen is over just yet. I think that we are just cooling off, and we'll be seeing that continue up again. And so that is why I do think that these Fibonacci levels will be respected, because I think this is just a healthy pullback before the next leg up. And I also wanted to talk about the 786 here. I feel like this is going to be the absolute bottom line, and that is at a price of $4.50. So, if we do break lower, I would definitely look for that level to hold, and that does seem to coincide with the consolidation that we saw over here, with that being below that level. So I do think that could be acting as some very notable support. But one thing I did want to say before mentioning that 786 is that, looking at the MACD, looking at the RSI and the volume, I think that there are some signs that this could be holding as support. One is that if we look at the MACD, it is red, but it does look like, we have reached the max amount of negative there on the 18th, when the histogram, the numbers right here, were at a negative 0.22, and that is the most negative that we have seen here. Also, actually on the 21st, so Monday of this week, also negative 0.22. Currently, it looks like it's about negative 0.18, and yesterday it was negative 0.19. So it does look like it's becoming less negative, and we might see a flip in the MACD over the signal, and that would be suggesting that the bottom is in, price is likely to go higher, just like we saw over here when that yellow line flipped over that blue line. We saw a rally here, and also just like when it happened back here, we did see, a nice big move up. So I would look for that MACD to cross over the signal, and then we start to see it rallying more. But if we look at the RSI, that is at 39.10. That is for today, so that might be, changing by the end of the day. But if we look at that, it's getting really close to 30. That is the oversold territory. And that would suggest, definitely, if we do dip down to around 30, that the bottom could be in or near, and that could correspond with a dip to $4.50. But it's also quite possible, since it has been flattening out here, that the bottom could be in, and this could start to move up along with the price. And then following this down move, we did see a good amount of volume up here, but that has diminished and that has flattened. So that could be suggesting, again, that the bottom is already in here and that we might be seeing a rally. And I could see it going up to at least $8 a share. And we almost got to that level, hitting a high on September 30th of $7.71. So almost got there, almost got to that psychological level of $8, no cents. But I do think on the next run up, I think we could be going well past $8 a share, and breaking out from this thick purple downtrend, which, if you notice, might be the formation of an inverse head and shoulders, with the left shoulder here, head here, and then now forming the right shoulder. And just like implied in last week's video with that thumbnail, there's blood in the street. I do think that we are right now experiencing the time that it is good to not be fearful. It is good to be accumulating this pullback, because I think we will be seeing another rally, like I said, to 8. But, these levels don't always hold, like this purple trend line over here, as I was expecting that to hold at 560. We are lower, but the blood in the street, I think it's good for us to take advantage of this, especially if we see it come down to 450. I think that, like I said before, will be a great dip buying opportunity. And you can see it, even looking over here, there was a lot of consolidation right around 450. So I definitely think that could be acting as support. Even if we go back to over here, consolidation right around 450, there will be support there if we drop down about 50 or 60 more cents. So look for that. And then in last week's video, I believe I also mentioned these levels here at around 950 and 1169 that were prior, let's see, a prior high over here, pivot high. We might be going to that, or, this pivot low over here at 1167. That was the bounce that we hit on May 12th of 2022. So there might be some resistance if we get up there. And I believe I did this in last week's video, but if not, I'm just going to do a measurement from the base of this inverse head up to the neckline. And we could then see where we might be getting a move to. And I'm just going to move it to this green horizontal line, which is at $7 a share. Maybe that is where we break out from that neckline, forming that inverse head and shoulders, and that move would be bringing us up to right around $12 a share. So do look for that, and I suspect that will be happening sometime in 2025, hopefully the first half of the year, but it might take a little bit longer. But we also might see it happen even faster than anticipated, because from over here we did see, let's see, an upside move of over 100% over the course of about 2 months, almost 2 months, 53 calendar days. And so if I do move that to where we might be breaking, let's see where that takes price as well. That could be bringing us up to around $11 a share, thinking about that as a measured move from that neckline, or rather, that might be a measured move from where we're currently at, bringing price up to around $9 a share, or if we do pull back to 450, that would definitely be bringing us to above $8 a share. So I do feel like that's in our future. While that is not a 2x from current price, it is pretty close, around 69% to the upside. And so with that being said, I think it's a fun number, a good number. I do think that we will be seeing at least $8 a share in the next 6 to 8 months or so. And I think that these dips that we are seeing are great value. And, I think that they will be a great hold for the next, like I said, 6 to 8 months. But, as always, those are just my thoughts. If you found them helpful, make sure you like the video, share your thoughts in the comments down below, and make sure you subscribe to the channel for more content like this. Thanks a lot for watching. Take care, you guys.